A very good morning to all. I would like to give you some important reminders to run this event smoothly. First of all, phones on silent mode. For your convenience, washrooms are to the right outside the auditorium. You'll be seeing the QR code on screen, and you must have seen that outside also. Please scan it so that you can see the phonic booklet, which would be useful for you to refer during the workshop and also download it for your future reference. Before we move further into the program, I would request everyone to rise up for the school song.
To you I raise my sweet adoration. To you I pledge my endless devotion. The rich knowledge we get with your guidance. Our trust for you is growing higher. We are the children of G.D.Goenka. We are the family of G.D.Goenka. We learn and play as we find ourselves and give the world the best of us. We pray and wait for the time so glorious. We grow with you and win laurels. We are the children of G.D.Goenka. We are the family of G.D.Goenka. As birds we come, and to flowers we bloom, and fly as eagle on wings to blue. Guided by mentors who teach us be true, to cross the bounds and see the new. We are the children of G.D.Goenka. We are the family of G.D.Goenka.
Thank you all. You may now take your seat. A very good morning to all the dignitaries, parents, teachers, and my lovely children. This is Ankita Mulya, class head of KG and mother teacher of class KGC. It gives me immense pleasure to extend a very warm welcome on behalf of the entire teaching fraternity at G.D.Goenka International School, Surat, to this fun-filled phonological awareness workshop. I take this opportunity to welcome our Director Principal, Ms. Jayashree Choraria, and Director Operations, Ms. Sejal Thakkar, and a resource person, Ms. Ushma Kapadia. Understanding the importance and value of appropriate language development in early years, this workshop has been organized for the parents of pre-primary and primary section. Before we learn the integrity of a language that is developed by 67 countries as their official language, let's go back to the history and ponder on the origin of English. 1500 years ago, Danish tribes, angels, crossed the English Channel, followed by German and Dutch, and settled in Wales. The blending of their languages gave birth to English. It may come to you as a surprise that a philosopher is recognized as father of English. Is there anybody who can name that philosopher of English? Anybody from the audience? Well, it's Geoffrey Chaucer, who is an English author, poet, and a philosopher. English is referred as world language and lingua franca for the modern era. There are a lot of ways that can help children learn English, from the time that they are babies to the time that they are in high school. There are many little steps you can take along the way. rhyming and singing songs, reading out loud, sounding out letters, going to the library, and reading books together in your home language. This workshop is filled with tips for what you can do at home, fun activities, and ideas on how you can prepare your children for the lifetime and love of reading. Before we set our foot forward for this language enhancement journey, let's enlighten our minds with the positivity of the prayer. Light is a symbol of brightness and prosperity as light expels the darkness. Similarly, blessings bring prosperity and happiness in our life. To make this morning a blessed one by Goddess Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge and wisdom, and to seek the choicest blessings for the same, I invite our top management and the guest to kindly come forward for the lamp lighting ceremony. May I request Beenal ma'am to escort the top management and the guest for the diya lighting. Wow, what a wonderful spiritual start. Thank you, children. For the lamp lighting song, we had Ditya Saraf from grade 4A, Dhyana Patel from 4A, Arohi Mangukia from class 4A, Aryaman Pillai 4th B, Shaurya Chauhan 4th D, and Dhruvansh Shah class 4D. Today we have with us an eminent personality, Miss Ushma Kapadia, who would be conducting our today's workshop. Miss Ushma Kapadia is a literacy educator and founder at Letter Pillar. In her 15 years of professional career, she has motivated more than 2,000 students to read and spell with confidence and comprehension. Her main idea is to instill love for books in young children. With a bachelor in education, she has also earned a certificate in English language teaching to adults by British Council, owns various diplomas in early childhood education, and is a certified phonics teacher since many years. She has also conducted several enriching workshops for teachers from different schools and cities in India. May I request Ms. Ushma Kapadia to please come up on the dais, ma'am. And to felicitate Ms. Ushma Kapadia, may I request our Visionary Director Principal, Ms. Jayashree Choraria, to please come up on the stage to do the honors. And also I would like to invite our Director Operation, Ms. Sejal Tucker, to come up on the dais. Let's give them a big round of applause. The claps must go on, audience. A very warm welcome, ma'am. Ms. Kapadia, may I request you to please take a seat while our Director Principal, Ms. Jayashree Choraria, would address the audience for today.
A beautiful start for a beautiful morning by my own children there from class 4. A warm gratitude to the parents who had sent them on this holiday today. A very good morning to one and all. The esteemed guest, Ms. Ushma Kapadia ma'am, our parents and the dedicated faculty members whom I can see. I would have seen them last week working like anything for you to get a wonderful workshop. Great thank you to our coordinator, Ms. Beenal Desai, and primary coordinator, Shilpa ma'am, and the assistant coordinators there who had worked to get you a glimpse of how the phonics should be. And Ushma ma'am is there, a wonderful person who will be giving you how the phonics should be at your home when the children are with you. Of course, they will be looked after when they are in school. Our vision at G.D.Goenka International School, Surat, is to provide value-based education with new innovations and ideas so that our students grow into aesthetically rich, intellectually aware, and integrated young people capable of fulfilling their dreams and aspirations. It is well said, the ladder of success is best climbed by stepping on the rungs of opportunity. And we believe that parents and teachers together can create that world for the young learners. Today's workshop is also designed to create difference in the reading and understanding methodology in young learners, as they are in the most formative age of learning. We all speak, read, and communicate, which as a whole involves sounds to pronounce. It is important for children to learn letter-sound relationships because English uses letters in the alphabet to represent sounds. Children who receive good teaching of phonics will learn the skills they need to tackle new words. They can then go on to read any kind of text fluently, confidently, and read more accurately. A systematic approach of teaching synthetic phonics means teachers take a planned, thorough approach and teaching children the simplest sound first and progressing all the way to the most complex combinations of letters. Phonics teaches this information to children so that they can be helped learn how to read. Children learn the sounds that each letter makes and how a change in the order of letters changes a word's meaning. For example, if I say practice and if I say practice, there is a little difference of the sound which we are giving. There's a difference in the spelling also, whether it's a noun or a verb. So this can be going up in the classes more where the children are in 3rd, 4th, 5th. But below the classes 3, that is still class 2, how a sound should be for a particular letter. That is what is workshop for, where you can also be guiding your children at home. They will learn how to decode letters into their respective sounds, a skill that is essential for them to read familiar words by themselves. Effective phonics instruction is important because letter sound knowledge is the foundation needed to build up reading and writing abilities. Most words are unfamiliar to early readers in print, even if they have spoken knowledge of the words. But when it comes in printing, they may not be able to comprehend it. And that's the reason the workshop is in place. I strongly believe when the goal is same, zeal is equal, and the synergy is high, destination is not far. I wish you all a happy learning process, and God bless you all and my children. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such kind and motivating words. So, not taking much of your time, let me invite our guest for the day, Ms. Ushma Kapadia, to take the workshop ahead. Over to you, ma'am. Let's welcome her with a big round of applause. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Can I have a nice, energetic good morning? Good morning. Yes. How are you feeling today? Good. After seeing you, good. Oh, that's so nice of you. You're already saying that. I would love that after the session. I'm so happy that you have come on a holiday and made it, and special credits to the fathers who have made it. Maybe after coming here, they are feeling in mixed feelings कि अरे ये तो पढ़ना है या ये तो, but अब आ गए. So to move ahead, we will start with all of you have come here. The presentation doesn't have light. Can we just reduce the lights a little, please? Thank you. I'll stay down till then. All of you have come here with a purpose. Yes? No? Yes. All of you were invited and you have come. Can we have a few inputs on why have you come here today? Ma'am, that's the next slide. Yes, who would like to tell me why have you come here today? Yes.
Good morning to you, ma'am, and thank you for coming here to give us knowledge. So we are a batch of parents that belong to 19th century. That's the time we did not have phonics, and our kids belong to the 20th century. That's the reason I think I especially come here to learn, because I myself get confused even on YouTube watching the videos. So I had to come here to take the knowledge.
Can we have a
Thank
round
you.
of applause for her? Yes, then you definitely have something to take home. Is there anybody else? Anybody who would like to share something that you are expecting? Or are you just ready to take whatever is given? Can you tell me, okay, let's talk about how many of you are from PG? PG parents. Oh, nice. And how many from nursery? Okay, so I think nursery already has an idea of how the language is proceeding in the school. PG are just beginning to absorb, right? Can you tell me the problems that is there any problem at first, or have you come with a very open mind? I genuinely mean, because the reason I ask is, आप नहीं बोलेंगे तो मैं बोलूँगी, कोई तो बोलेगा. So there'll be a lot of my talking. It would be great if we interact, if I get to know your queries, if I get to know your consciousness, if I get to know your struggles at home. I'm here. Today we are here to take something home. Even if you learn 5 new words, even if you have 2 tips that हाँ ये मैं कर सकती हूँ, my job is done. So before that, I'd like to know what is your expectation. Nobody? Alright, then we move ahead to the next. Our agenda for today, like ma'am said, we will do language acquisition process in young learners, phonics, and how can you make learning fun at home? Next slide, please. Okay. What is language? Can you tell me what is language according to you? Anything. Are you comfortable talking in Hindi, English, Gujarati, whatever? We will accept whatever you wish to communicate with us in. Yeah, there is no if. How many would want me to talk in Hindi? Yes, please. What is language according to you? आपके हिसाब से भाषा क्या है? What is language? Yes, please. Good morning. Wrong. There are no right and wrong answers, mind you. There are no. It's just ideas. We are here to generate ideas. So please feel free to talk.
Source of communication.
Excellent. Primary thing, source of communication. Do you agree? Yes? No? Yes. Okay. Anything else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Yes, please. Superb. Exchange of ideas. When I have an idea and I want to exchange, you need language. Brilliant. Then? Yes.
To express a feeling.
Superb. To express feelings. Now you're getting warmer. Can you come to the students' level? Why do they need language? Do you think language is important? Yes, please.
Just a moment.
Spoken expressions in different languages of different forms. There are so many forms of language. So
Okay.
It's a spoken expression.
Spoken, being able to express the feelings, being able to let it out, to communicate is what we got. Coming down to the children, why do you think children need language?
To let their emotions out.
To let their emotions out? Then? To express themselves, to express their needs, which is a very primary thing. If a child cannot use words, if a child cannot use language, the child will feel stuck. So will you. And then, how do they express? Through emotions, through agitation, through tantrums. There are all the kinds of communication. There are verbal communications and non-verbal communication. Verbal communication may you use language, non-verbal communication may you use your body and behavior. That's the sign language. And also sometimes my child tantrums. The child is communicating. Those are non-verbal communications and there are verbal communications. I feel very important at the level of PG and nursery, they be able to communicate their idea or what is happening to them. For example, if they are hurt or if they are feeling something, they need words to be able to tell you that I am feeling hurt. But if they don't know what feeling hurt is, how are they going to come and tell you? I felt embarrassed. I felt sorry. I am feeling happy. I am excited. I am nervous. How are they going to know if they don't have the language? This is about the importance of language. May it be Hindi, may it be Gujarati, may it be English, anything. Language. Can we have the lights on the board, please? Now, how do we get the language? Anybody, how do we get the language? Yes, please. Well, how do you get vocabulary? How do you learn new words? Reading, okay, one thing. Super. Listening, very nice. Yes, please. Yeah, there. Yes. Yes.
Starts with listening. Child listens to their parents at home, and when he comes to school, he listens to the teacher, and then he starts speaking whatever he learns. Then he starts reading whatever he listened, and whatever he spoke, he starts reading, and then he starts.
Superb. Can we have a round of applause for her, please? So, the very important primary skills to acquire any language. We are talking about generally any language. There's listening, speaking, reading, writing. The language progresses in this direction. Unfortunately, the expectation from school is reverse. मैडम मेरा बच्चा लिखने कब लगेगा? आप लिखाएंगे इस साल? लिखना है? कितना लिखेंगे? क्या लिखेंगे? जो हम बता रहे हैं. Are you with me? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Yes. So the first primary skill is listening. When your child is born and 2 days old, do you say we, who? How do you talk? How do you express love? How do you talk to a 1-year-old? Do you break your language? Do you want water? Oh my baby, please come. Let's go. I'm angry with you. Is that how you talk, or do you break your language and talk? You talk as a whole language, as a normal language. जो भी है, हिंदी है, English है, Gujarati है, whatever is your mode of communication, whatever they listen, they can speak. If you are talking in your mother tongue, the child will produce the mother tongue. If you are talking in English, the child will reproduce. If you feel मेरा बच्चा तो इंग्लिश बोलता ही नहीं है, कैसे बोलेगा? कुछ आइडिया ही नहीं है. Yes? So whatever they listen, they speak. Whatever they read, will they be able to write? How? We'll see as the session progresses that how visually reading or how visuals will help them to write correctly. The more they see, the more they register. Let's try. Close your eyes, please. All of you close your eyes. Can you see McDonald's written? Close your eyes and see McDonald's written. How many of you could see McDonald's written? Can you see Coca-Cola? Can you see Cadbury? Can you see your name? Can you see the road sign? Bump ahead. Stop. Can you see the word stop? Can you see your child's name written? Did all of this come to your mind? Eyes open, please. Did it come to your mind? Yes? How? You already have seen these things several number of times, and your brain has registered that. Brain is not differentiating between the language and the photo or whatever it is. They have taken the sight as it comes, right? So whatever they see, will they be able to write? This will help a lot in spellings. You will eventually see in the following years, the more they read, the more they'll be able to write. So, to understand this, listening and reading are input. How do they take information? Either they listen, either they see, sensory, multi-senses they will use, and they will take information. And what the output depends on what input goes in. Yes? So whatever they will listen, they will reproduce. You know, we know as teachers, you know as parents, what are you expected to do? We are focusing on input. Don't focus on output, please. Don't focus on output. It will eventually come, sooner or later. Output depends on your input. So I would recommend you to focus on input more than the output. How many of you are with me? Do you agree to this? Super. Okay. One very important tool, one more thing which is very important is, can anybody talk about any conversation with your child? Can you share any incidents that come, a good or a bad, any good incidents, let's say your birthday party or anything of that sort? Can you think of any incidents that comes to your mind and share it, please? Okay. Let's do one thing you don't want to share. Just close your eyes and recall an incident. Or for example, let's make it simple. Yesterday, what did you do from morning to evening? Take 30 seconds, close your eyes and just think from yesterday, morning to night, what did you do? Please, 30 seconds for you. Okay, is anybody ready to share? Anybody ready to share? Nobody? Nobody did anything yesterday? Can you tell your partners? Can you tell your partners what did you do? Just generally, how was your yesterday? How will we encourage our children to talk? Ma'am, stage fear. कैसे हटेगा? Please.
So yesterday in the morning, I had a session with a couple of my friends, went for an art workshop, really had fun. I was definitely running late for school, but my daughter was calm. And she was sitting and waiting with the teacher. And she did ask me, Mama, why are you always late? So that's the whole conversation we were having while going back to home.
So how did you have that conversation? Do you talk to her in English?
Yes, 100%.
Somebody else? Anybody else? Okay. The main point of doing this is, when you close your eyes and when your brain was put to work, what does the brain do? The brain? The brain thinks. Do you think? We have brains, all of us think. You think in a language. You went in the morning with your friends, you see the words. I met the friends, I had a conversation, I came back, I met my child. You think in a language. You need language to think. Your ideas will spread when you think. It's not touchdown approach. मैंने बोला 5 words, उतना ही बोलो, उतना ही allowed है. How will you think? You need extensive, जितनी ज़्यादा vocabulary, इतनी ज़्यादा expressions. You will be able to express, you will be able to talk, you will be able to reproduce with the language and vocabulary and everything that you have inside, and it will come outside. Do you agree, yes or no? Yes. So English language is very important for us. Why? Why? Quickly, anybody? Yes. Universal language. Let's come down. We are thinking about the globe. Let's think about our current situation that you and me are in right now. Why? Why do we need language? English. To communicate. Your children are in which medium school? What are they going to do? They are going to do maths in which language? They are going to do EVS in which language? They are going to do computers in which language? They are going to do social science in which language? It's an English medium school. You need English. So if you have a math problem, my children loves math. For example, if I say my son loves math, but he can't do word problems. Where is the problem? Language comprehension. So That way we think and then we reproduce. English is very important even to think. Coming to English language, like ma'am already spoke about it, the origin of English and how English is popular and in how many countries it is spoken. Are we learning English because it is spoken in 100 countries? We are not learning English because it's spoken. We are learning English because it is the need of our hour right now. We need to know English. Our children are in English medium. We want to match up eventually, but we have to start now. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So English language has, what does English language have? How do the children begin to learn?
Alphabet. Alphabet.
Yes? Can anybody see? Like everybody can see the board?
Yes.
Okay. So one important thing we have learnt is listening, speaking, reading, writing. Please do not forget this order. When you are expecting the children to write, think about all these. Now we have come to alphabets. It's not alphabets. It's an alphabet. Alphabet is a set of 26 letters. Alphabets nahi, it is alphabet. Alphabet is a set of 26 letters put together. This is an English alphabet. It has 26 letters, out of which, do you know the concept of vowels? And? So there are how many vowels? Brilliant. At least you're talking in groups. 5 vowels. There is a lot of Gyan Bato in this session. The reason being, if you know it, you can tell me you know it. If you don't know it, if you're learning, then tell me that, so that I know how much of terminology do you know. Why do you think you need to know all this? Because you are going to help your children at home to learn letters, numbers, whatever. So these are the basic simplified terminologies that will help you at home. How many consonants? Group has 21 consonants. How many vowels?
5.
What are they called? Yeah, A, E, I, O, U. What are they called? Loudly. Loudly? Vowels? Are they called vowels? What are they called? So when you, I'm going to show you a trick. I know it's going to be a little tricky, but you have to practice. Because if you want your children to learn correct English, we will have to accept correct English the way it is. When you say, all of you say vowels and see how many times your chin goes down. Put your hands here. How many times does it go down?
1 time.
How many? 1 and how many? Okay, how many of you have 1 time chin going down? Okay, and how many of you have 2 times chin going down? It's vowels, vowels, vowels. If you say anything, it goes down 2 times. There are 2 syllables. Vowels doesn't have 2 syllables. It has 1 syllable. Now it's very funny. How will you say that? Can you please say cow? Cow. Vowels. Take out your phones and open the selfie camera, please. That's how phonics is all about. Please open and look at the shape when you say a cow. Say cow. Vowels. 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 You're smiling at yourself in the camera. Can we focus on the shape of the mouth? Bring the camera close, look at yourself and say vowels. Vowels. All of you are looking very pretty. Vowels. I know. Even I used to think, किसी के सामने vowels बोलूँगी तो लगेगा style मार रही है. Accent मार रही. But that's correct. What do we do? If we want correct English, it's vowels. Can we say together, please? Vowels, vowels, vowels. Whatever you want to say, only one time chin has to go down. थोड़ा इधर उधर तो होगा. हम थोड़ी अंग्रेजी है. We are not from English. We are not from British. So we are going to say a little bit of Guju, a little bit of Hindi, a little bit of Indian. But still we'll try to get as close as the correct languages. Vowels. So 5 vowels, 21 consonants. One thing that you're going to remember. Now, why are vowels important? Do you think vowels are important? There are only 5 vowels and 21 consonants. But still vowels are important. Why? To create words, it helps a lot, yes. Yes, like she said, they are in. So they are the swar and vyanjan, like you have in Hindi, swar and vyanjan. They are the swars that helps you to pronounce or to spell out or to voice out most of the words in English or in any. In Hindi also you need swar. You get that, right? Why are vowels special? Do you know that? All of you know which are the vowels. Can you please tell me once again? Superb. A, E, I, O, U. 5 vowels. Why are they special? Their sounds, why? Why do you think their sounds are special? Which make a different sound. Yeah. Same thing will happen with consonants also. Okay. We are going to learn the vowel sounds today. Before we go to there, correct? We are going to do the sounds. But right now, I'll tell the sounds. A, E, I, O, E. When you say all these sounds, your mouth position, your throat, your tongue, nothing is changing. Only this is changing. Open your mouth. Look in your camera once again and just listen to what I say and try to make that sound. Bring focus on the shape of your mouth. Just try to copy the sound that I'm saying and see the position of your mouth. A, E, I, O, E. Did you move your tongue?
Yes.
Did you move your tongue? A, E, I, O, E. अंदर का तो वैसे का वैसा ही रहा. That is why vowels are special. Any questions so far? Are we together on this? Yes, okay. You will have to let go all your inhibitions, all your consciousness. You have to learn correct. Have an idea you are doing this for your child. So if you have any doubts, if you have any confusions, please feel free to ask me. So now we come to the concept. Yes, please.
When we are saying I, little bit of tongue is moving.
You said I,
I mean, sorry, E.
I.
But in together.
The correct pronunciation is I.
But when
Sorry, you're talking about I. Yes, I.
A, E, A, then what is the sound of E?
We are going to come. We'll do the sounds and then we'll do the tongue positions in details.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, now what is phonics? All of you have come for a phonics workshop. What do you think is phonics? Sound. Okay? Only sound? Sounds of what? We have learnt what are the skills of English? Listening, speaking, reading, writing. Okay? And what is the science of the English? I mean, what is English made of? How many letters?
26.
So when 26 letters and the listening skills or the listening and speaking skills, they come together. So the skill and the science of the language, they come together, they make phonics. Phonics is a way to learn language. It is a method to acquire language. One of the method. I'm not telling it's the only one. It's one of the method to learn the language. So in phonics, there are sounds of letters.
Can we have the stage lights little dim, please?
I think then the board will not be visible. It's alright, I'll manage from here. Okay, so phonics has sounds and letters. Okay? So for example, if I say there are graphemes and phonemes. We are getting a little into the technical part of it. Phonics has graphemes and phonemes. Graph. What is a graph? It's the written work. So the written symbol, this is the grapheme, and phone is the phoneme. Grapheme, phoneme. Everyone together? Everyone? Are you with me? Yes, let's do it. Grapheme, phoneme. Grapheme, phoneme. Grapheme, phoneme. It's E. Yes, grapheme, phoneme. Graphemes are the letters, the text part. Phonemes are the sound part. When they are together, you do phonics. Clear? Yes. Any questions so far? The next will play the video, ma'am. Yes. So when grapheme and phoneme come together, they help you to produce language and to produce sound and to produce words, eventually speak sentences, eventually be able to read faster, eventually be able to write sentences, and language becomes good. Yes? Let's have a look. Why do you need to learn phonics? Anybody? यहाँ बुला दिया, पढ़ा रहे हो? Yes.
It is the new era, I would say, and with time the English language has also evolved, especially in our country, with the way it's pronounced, the pronunciations. So I think because of that reason it's important to know the phonics.
How is phonics different from the way you have learnt? In 19th century, let's say you are that generation or 20, these are modern children, they need phonics. Why? Pronunciation to pehle bhi, did you learn phonics? Are your pronunciations okay? Then? To make new words easily. Okay, so I will explain one thing. When we are doing with sound, for example, if I tell you, let's learn the sound first and then understand its importance. Can we dim the lights? One request. We are going to play a video of all the sounds. There are 26 letters, has 44 sounds. Consonants and vowels. Vowels, like you said, in combination also they make more sounds. That is a letter part of you. The ones you want to understand at the end, we can take that too. But right now we focus on the basic sounds that your child is going to learn in school. I request you that whatever you see, try to reproduce. Nobody is looking at you. Listen with full attention and try to reproduce that, please. Are you with me? Yes, okay. Ma'am, a little louder, please. Once again, and a little louder.
Ant. Ant. Tennis. Ink. Puff. Nut. Cat. Egg. Hop. Rag. Meal. Drum. Gargle. Umbrella. Lollipop. Fish. Bat. Pain. Jam. Goat. I. Tie. E. B. All. Fork. Z. Buzz. Wind. Strong. Van. Book. Moon. Yogurt. Fox. Chicken. Hush. This. Three. Quack. 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 Ow. Ow. Ouch. Oi. Oi. Oil. You. Q. Mixer.
Thank you. Did you learn the sounds? Yes, no? Was it a little help? Yes, okay. Let me, before we go to the further discussion of phonics, let's take a test. All of you must be wondering, itne sare sounds hai, how do we remember? I'm going to give you an easy technique. Are you well versed with English? Can you comfortably write basic English? If somebody can't, please come with somebody who can write. Please feel free. Teachers, please join the parents who need help to write. All of you know A to Z? Yes? Please open your notepads. In a straight line, quickly write down A to Z. Let me see who finishes first. Your time starts now. Small letters. Whatever suits you. Wow, she's done. Superb. Brilliant. Wow. You're going to get a star for finishing first. Finished? Now, from A to Z, can you write one word that comes to your mind? Write any one word with each letter. You can do it in partners if you're confused. If you're stuck, you can copy. With each letter, you have to write one word. With each letter, try to write one word. If you don't think of a word, you ask me. Wow. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, attention please. Can I have your attention? Have all of you written? Okay. Can you quickly turn, just randomly, what have you written with? Loudly. A, B, C के sequence में जाएंगे. One by one, just call out the words you've written. Just one and pass the mic anywhere.
David did. I've not written on A.
Okay, then you have you written on A? Yes, please.
It's ant.
Ant,
Bat.
bat,
Cat.
cat.
Doll.
My God, they are actually PG parents. Yes,
Elephant.
super.
Ice cream.
F,
Fish.
okay.
Gun.
I, yeah, G, gun, sorry. Gun,
Horse.
super.
Ink.
Ink. Thank you for saving my life.
Lion.
J. She said ink.
Jug.
Jug.
No.
Ooh. You wrote a K for no. That's quite nice. Okay. Yeah. You just made my job a little difficult. That's okay.
Lamb.
Lamb.
Moon.
Moon.
Nose.
Nose.
Owl. Owl.
Owl. Okay. Puff. 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay. Puff. 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 Okay.
Queen.
Queen.
Rat.
Rat.
Sand.
Sand. Okay.
Tiger.
Tiger.
Umbrella.
Umbrella.
Van. Van.
Van. Okay.
Wax.
Wax. Okay.
Xylophone.
Xylophone. Okay.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Zoo.
Zoo. Superb. A round of applause for everyone. And thank you for these people who made my life a little tricky. Okay, one easy idea to remember the phonics sound if you're confused. Iska sound kya hai? Think of a word that begins with that letter and then cut. Chop, chop, chop. You go to the first shortest sound. For example, if you say it's a cat, it's a k. If you say rat, it's a r. If you say sun, s. Tiger, t. Van, v. Fish, easy. You're not going to get confused in phonics. You're going to do A to Z sounds. And any point of time, if a sound comes in homework, if it comes in school and you know what is this sound, I don't know, the child is not telling me, all you're going to do is think of a word beginning with that letter sound and then you will know. Now, why have I put these? Because all these are special in some or the other way. For example, no. The child will learn no much later. The simplified phonic sound is a k. C, K and CK. All of them make the k sound. Can you please make that sound? K, k. It's not k. K at a cat. K at cat. The sound of, so can we replace the word K? Can we replace the sound K? Any word? Kite. Kite. Kettle. King. And so on. Are you with me? C, K, C, K, all of them make the same sound. K. Owl. Can you think of other words? Okay, what have you written for O? Orange. What have you written? You've also written orange. Anybody else? Ox. Then? Oil. 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 We are doing single sounds. Now here, oi, we just learnt this sound. Whenever this combination is together, it is a different sound, oi. So oil में, it is not single. ये दोनों साथ में ही काम करेंगे. So we will not take that word. Now if it is orange, it's an ostrich, ox, octopus. It's an oh sound. Same rule applies here, ow. It's an ow as in cow, vowel. Yes, it's an ow. Clear? So we are not going to do. You don't need that sound right now. You will do it much later. You don't need that sound. Going to queen. One very interesting fact that I want to tell you about the Q sound. It's always, always, always hand in hand with a U. And the sound is qua. 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 You can try a queen, a question, a quill. It's qua, quack, qua. Clear? Okay. Here. Can you tell me this sound, please? Wow. Ma'am, my class is done. It's not r. It's rat. You just have to nicely hang the tongue. Rat. Ring. Rose. Rat. It's not rat, it's at. Rat. Make it as simple and as short as possible because we are doing the short vowel sounds. Xylophone. Again, this is a different combination. The lesson that you were taught and the test you are giving is not in sync for these. It is so X is making a fox, socks. Clear? Any confusion with any sound? They are making, I have written KS. I'm just talking about the sound. It has the same sound. अब जैसे आप बोलोगे socks में it has CKS, the rule is different there. Yes, but we are talking only about the sound that that single letter is having. Let's take a quick test because forget about everything else. You need to master the sounds and go today. So I am going to say a letter and you are going to make the sound. Let's do that quickly. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Are you going to produce the sound loudly? Yeah, it's a group task, so don't worry. Okay, A. Okay, B. B. F. F. There are one more technical part I'll tell you here. In the phonic sound, there are some. Yes, please.
Actually, we are in this country, so what happens is when we are learning them, they are hard sounds.
Absolutely.
This is what we are learning in English, where American pronunciations are they soft sounds.
Absolutely.
We say P as the, or maybe P as rather than a soft sound.
We will come to that next. We are going there the next. I'm going to answer that query too, if it's a query, or I'll have some piece of information to add to you. Yeah, we were on the sounds. F. G. Both are correct. Did you hear two sounds? Which two sounds? G. G and? Which is the other sound of G? G. Which is that long? Which is that sound? So for all those who have written giraffe for a G, trouble for me. It's a different sound, two sounds. Yes, we are doing so there, soft and hard. Like it has a gurgle, it's a hard sound, soft is G. Yeah, I was telling you about that little tip of phonics that it has certain sounds are voiced and certain sounds are unvoiced. Like for example, put your hand on your throat and make the sound. Make the sound. क्या हुआ? Vibration. Can you make the sound? कुछ हुआ? It's a unvoiced sound. The voiced and the unvoiced. जिसमें ये vibrate होता है, that is the voiced sound. जिसमें it's quiet, it's the unvoiced sound. Very important thing that I have to tell you. Like she was pointing or she was talking about that Hindi swar vyanjan wala and English. That is the schwa sound. Sorry for that. This is the schwa sound. means, you see, Indians are famous for that, and no problem. But as far as we are teaching the children, as far as if we are looking at the correct pronunciation without the influence of our Hindu dialect, then we have to ignore the schwa sound and have to use it wherever required. I'll explain the sh sound to you. Can we try and say, okay, how many sounds in the cat? Can you tell me the sounds? K-at, k-at, okay? It's k-at. When you say a p and a p, you are adding that behind. B-at. Single sound में problem नहीं आएगा. When they have to spell, when they have to from their memory recall the sound and write the spelling, it will be a confusion. Because b, आपने add कर दिया, तो u का sound है, but. Yes? That is why we keep the sounds as short as possible. We are doing the short vowel sounds, we are doing the short consonant sounds. We don't have to add a. Can we practice the sound of F? Try not to add, it's difficult, it will gradually come as you bring that to your conscious mind, minus the sound. F, P, popcorn. It's hawa nikalne wala. So if you put powder here and try a, it should fly. It's a popcorn. Pa nahi. I would have got the powder, but so many of you taking would have taken a lot of our time. So it's a sh, s, t, a, t, I, o. As short as possible. But complete the sound. Are you with me? Okay. Now, हमने तो phonics नहीं करा था. अब क्यों phonics? Quickly, I'll tell you why we are doing phonics right now is, अगर आपको A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, O, I know all the letters, I know to write them, I know to read them. Now let's look at the spelling of, for example, cat. मैम ने सिखाया आज स्कूल में C-A-T cat, B-A-T bat, M-A-T mat. But if I tell you to write, can you write spat? वो spelling तो मैम ने नहीं कराया. Can you write milk? No, I don't know that. Ma'am didn't teach me. But if the child knows phonic sound, a nursery or a KG child can say any word that is spelled with short vowel sounds. So, phonics will help them to spell correctly, to read quickly. Because if they know phonics, even if they are reading a hoarding, they'll try to break the sounds and read. क्योंकि उसमें तो concept ही नहीं है. The connection between the sound and the text. For example, if I go to a hoarding and I am reading S-H-A-P-U-B-L-I-C-I-T-Y. नहीं आया spelling. But if I am reading sa, they will at least try, and then it comes from the memory that they'll be able to. So reading is faster. Your question, in your generation you didn't know, but you learned to read eventually with the textbooks. Here, if you give the strength of phonic sounds to the children will be able to read, whether 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, when they master the sounds. So I think phonics is different that way. Any questions on the importance of phonics or why do we have phonics? Any confusion related to phonics? Okay. Now phonics has different programs. Irrespective, by jolly phonics है, ये phonics है, वो phonics है, हमारी स्कूल में कौन सा आपका method confuse तो नहीं करेगा ना? Nothing. Any correct method of phonics has eventually the same sound. The letter S will be S in any method of phonics. We follow the British accent, Indians. So as far as the teacher, no two teachers, so for example PGA and PGB, two different teachers, they will teach differently, they will have, maybe they are telling the same story, but the personal touch they have, the way I teach to my child, the way you teach to your child is going to be different. But as far as both of us are on the same page, there is no confusion in the head. So you be rest assured of the method or anything of that sort. It's important that the child knows the sound and the child acquires the skill. Clear? Okay. Till when will phonics help? Nursery में हो गया ना, तो अब तो phonics की क्या ज़रूरत है? We are learning the short sounds. Then there are long sounds. Then there are blends. There are digraphs. There are trigraphs. I'm not telling you all of that. Lot of terminology you will eventually see in KG. But right now you do this simple sounds and it goes on. Then gradually from grade 1 it goes to grammar, sentences, comprehension, and there's a lot more. So phonics rules become spelling rules, there's vocabulary, and there's extensive plethora of endless spellings and words and vocabulary and sentences, stories, la la la, everything. Now, let's practice the 5 vowel sounds. Only 5 vowel sounds. Let me keep this. Why we are going to... Didi, can I have a kapda? Okay. Can you please take a fresh page and write down 5 vowel sounds? By now at least you have mastered 5 vowel names. Ma'am, it's okay to dim the stage light so that they can see the mouth position. We are going to focus on the mouth position. Take away these 5 things, 5 vowel sounds. You know all the sounds. Confusion hoga when I asked you the sound of A. Kisi ne bola A. Kisi ne bola A. The correct sound is the position A. A. Try to say a word. Apple. Rat. At. Fat. Pant. Span. Tap. You see the mouth सबसे ज़्यादा खुलता है ये sound में. Apple. Astronaut. Axe. So it's Clear? Then shall we go to the next sound? Are you going to remember this? Remember the trick. If you forget the sound, think of a word and that sound will immediately come. Because you know how you say apple, right? You know how you say astronaut. So when you know that word, you will come back to this sound. Let's go to the next sound. Now this one is a little tricky. A, E and I are the tricky bits for the children too. So usually I'm sure in this school also they'll be taught with a space. साथ साथ में नहीं कराएंगे. You master one sound at a time. Vowel sounds you need to master. So this, the name is E. E. But कौन सा vowel E sound करता है? Wow. Can you give me an example? Ice cream. तो I. Igloo. Iguana. Ink pot. Ear. Ear. No. Ear is another sound altogether. E-A-R. Ear. Another sound. Imagination. Brilliant. Ink pot. India.
And say eagle. Now what about eagle?
Eagle is an exception. We are talking about the words that begin with I and make the sound I. Now, let me illness, correct. I am drawing your attention to one very important thing. All of you are thinking for the words that begin with that sound. The sound can sit in the middle too. As in a fix and a sit and a pit and a mitt. Win and a wig and a dig and a big. Dig, dig, which is the middle sound? I. Pin, which is the middle sound? I. Right? Are you with me? So we have learned two sounds. A makes, E makes, egg, elephant, Okay, next sound please. I. What is the sound? E. Inky the mouse. E. So, can you think of words like we discussed already? The confusion why it happens in these sounds is A makes A, E makes E. There's a very small difference. Listen carefully. A bad and a bed. A pan and a pen. Man, men. Are you with me? Are you understanding the difference of the vowel sounds in the middle? It's very important. If you master this, your nursery KG is through. Okay, let's look at O sound. O makes words. Orange, octopus, ostrich. So you understood the basic. O and U are very easy. So no worry there. The focus is A, E, I. O and U. U makes the umbrella. You do the action of So if the children are learning sounds with actions, it will drill. So A. Ma'am, do they do that actions or no? Yes, okay. So let's do A as in ant. There is a story associated, the teacher will tell. Everything happens in the class. You just need to know the sound and the action. A, as if the ants are going on your hands. A. Ants on my arms. A. Okay. Then E makes egg, as if you are breaking an egg. You have to pretend you're breaking an egg. Eggs in the pan. Now, E, like I said, Inky the mouse. E. Show your teeth. E. You have to be very funny and hilarious in front of your children. They would love it. Forget about how you look. It's important the message gets delivered. E. Oh. Hot. Pot. Got. Ought. Ox. Oh. Good. You've learned O. And U. U makes the A sound. Umbrella. Hut. Butt. Cut. Butter. A sound. Any confusions? Okay. I'm going to say the letter. You're going to say the sound. Let's see. Okay. Are you ready? Do you want to do a brain breaker? Are you tired and sleepy? Are you all with me? Super. A. E. A. I. O. Teachers are not allowed. A. E. I. E. As short as, cut it as short as possible. I. O. Oh. छोड़ दो. You. Okay. Now let's do it in the sequence. A. E. I. O. O nahi. U. Let's try with action. Okay. All of you stand up. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Am I audible? We are going to do the actions. A, E, O, I'll tell you what are the actions. A, hands on your arms. E, break the X. E, the mouse. O, you turn on the light and you turn off the light.
has to come. Please come. We have enough tables arranged. And the ones who feel that, wow, I can teach my child, come on the stage. Believe me, I'm not giving you time. Please come. I love you all. I will like and teachers, can you please come one for each? Oh my God, fathers. Since are you doing the verses game? Fathers, please come. Yes, absolutely. But I love the enthusiasm now. Please come, please come.
Hello, hello. Before you give the Agni Pariksha, I'll give you a cheat code. Ma'am, let's play the video. Okay, you get the benefit of listening to the video twice. Don't forget about the video. This thing. You just listen, okay, and sing along. Ma'am, play it twice, okay. Till the time you settle, ma'am, please play. Ma'am, once again. Short vowels that we use. A vowel is in every word, every word, every word. A vowel is in every word that we read or write. Thank you, ma'am. Now the lights on, please. Revision ho gaya? Are you ready with the pariksha? We'll need teachers, please, on each table. Yeah, okay. Why are you alone? Please come on this table. Not now, not now. Abhi to competition hai. Okay. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. It's going to be a brainstorm vowel race. You have the sound A. Write it on your chart. You have the vowel sound E. You have the I. A, E, I. बड़ा सा लिखो बीच में. I'll give you my markers. Take बड़ा वाला A, E. Whatever your sound is, write बड़ा वाला. Now, do you know the sound that you've got? What is your sound? A, E, U. Which is the sound?
Cat.
Good. Anybody confusion? All right. Which is your sound? Wow. This one? This one? Your sound? So letter E. That's which sound? E. Okay. Now the race is. Ma'am, can we have a timer on the phone? How many minutes do you think you want for the task? So first you tell me the minutes. It's a very, very simple task. Yes, you have to write words. You will get, let's say, 2 minutes. Okay? 2 minutes mein is the race, it's the riot of words. Words can, the letter sound can be in the beginning, in the middle, not in the end. Beginning, middle, not in the end. And teachers will help at last. Think of the words. Okay? Anybody wants clue? Your time starts now. It's a group activity. Ice cream is not allowed. Group activity. Are you even working as a group? One person can write and everyone can just bombard her with words. Oh my God! My God. How much time does your screen time your child has? It's a group activity, so one person writes all the words. Yeah, one person can write, because at the end you have to read the list of your words. Please make one list. अपनी अपनी एग्जाम मत दीजिए. You have the best letter. Yeah, you'll have so many words. They took 30 seconds to settle in. 1 minute grace. Okay, I will add a little spice. You can add nonsense words also. Words without meaning, they need to have the sound. Just make new words. I'm exhausted. Okay. 20 seconds to go. Okay, time up. I see the alarm ringing. Stop. Put your pencils down. Pencils down. Pencils down. Pencils down. No cheating. Brain? No. Brain? Brain, no. A. You have gone to A, not A. You have to focus on the A sound. Okay, put your pencils down. Let's start. Who's ready to go first for the presentation? Okay, please. Can you take a mic? I'll give you mine.
Teachers are competing against each other. My table is ready.
Yeah. Can you, now the remaining students love to find mistakes. This is a very important thing that you can do at home, that I'm going to say a few words, you spot my error. They would love it. So all of us together are going to spot your errors. Let's spot.
Men.
एक मिनट पहले sound तो बताओ. Sorry. It's E. That makes E. Okay.
Dent. Men. medical, meant, mend,
Ment?
meant and mend.
Can you spell ment?
M-E-N-D.
Ment and
Mentor.
M-E-N-T, okay?
Manicure, pedicure,
Manicure, pedicure. Pedicure, pedicure, manicure. Which one will go here? Once again, manicure, pedicure. Which one will go there? It's a pedicure, manicure, manicure, pedicure. Yes? Yes, let's go to the next.
lend, bed, and else.
Which one is that?
And
End. Okay, end.
else, spent, elephant, add, endeavor, bag, leg, pen, help, eliminate, met, set, pet, net, let, met, felt, spell, spent, tent, belt, lemon, melon, mellow, yellow, weather, send, and scent.
Can we have a round of applause for them? Do we need the next word list? Let's go to the next E. I'm only spotting the errors, nobody else is. So usually how do you do that? Even in classroom that can happen. Children can wear extra ears, that you're more alert. I'm listening, I'm all ears. Please.
Yeah, it's elephant, egg, exclusive, explore, exit, leg, peg, pen, tent, hen, and, bear, dare, mentor, explain, leg, friends, wedding, tiger, bear.
Tiger. Why is tiger there? Can you explain please? Why is the tiger there? No. Listen. It's not right and wrong. You tell me why is the tiger there? So okay, because you have written tiger, ER makes the sound as in mixer, teacher, ER makes the teacher, no, teacher, Are you with me? Okay. So that brings me to one more sound, AR, ER, UR. They are called, थोड़ा ज़्यादा ज्ञान दूँ कि too much? Okay. So anything that A, R, E, all the vowels followed by this R control, they're controlled by R. They change the first sound, but R sits quietly there. So like ER is Put your hand here, Like it should go in AR is, can you see AR? What is CAR? It's a car. AR is R. It's a car. Far. Farm. Star. AR is R. R. Teacher. Picture. R. No R is And when AR is R. Let's go in the car. Car. Star. AR is R. ER is Nor. Mixer. Mixer. चलो mixer repair कराएंगे. Mixer. No. Mixer. Yes, anything that ends with AR, ER, OR, UR, IR. Bird. 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 Stir. IR. Okay? So that was one R control. Let's come back to our this thing. So how many words have you got? Did you count E versus E? It's like the eh. Let's go to You count. We'll start the list of this. Come on, quickly. You need the mic.
Ant, at, cramp, bat, cat, lamb, sad, mat, rat, rank, lamb, map, lap, happy, sad, hat, lap, day, lay, bay.
Okay, we stop.
Stay. Yeah.
Day, lay, say. AY is the A sound. AI, AY. So no AY, AI together. The sound has changed. Did you understand? She was saying ant, apple, sat, hat, day. A तो बैठा है, but A के साथ Y है. Y is magical. Y another story. So we don't go there. AI, AY. They will change the sound. It will become the long vowel sound. Clear? Yes. Do you have any words with only A?
I had a question. I
Yes.
had a query. Like we were writing a word, so we wrote imagination. So it has two A's, right? So it was imaginate.
Of course. Imagination. Yes.
Yeah. So
Imagination.
both A's had two different sounds.
Yes.
So
Correct. But you are writing
Is that
for the
okay?
correct one. Yes, of
Yeah.
course. We are just looking at the word that has that sound. Okay. The next A. You please count your total. No cheating. A. Do you have A?
yes. Ant, apple, astronaut, avocado, hat, air, army, ankle,
Army. A-R. Army.
army, ankle, cap,
Uncle?
ankle,
Ankle.
ankle, cap, crab, rats, mad, cat, dead, fan, tan, man, ran, fan, dan, can, mad, pad, dad, lad, fab, tab.
Man! G.D.Goenka Phonics word book is here. No, I'm just telling they have had all the CBC words. Good, easy job done quickly. Yes. You like to talk in mic? Okay. So we have finished. How many words? Oh, you are left with writing.
Damp, camp,
I
lamp,
can't hear. Loudly, please.
damp, camp, lamp, cramp, anti, trap, pat, crab, strap, tank, bank, rank, drag, grab, lap, tap, sand, land, candy, brand, brandy, stand, hack, back, crab, sap, shack.
Are you done? Let's move that side. Wow. I know. A was an easy
Lap,
one, like I told you.
hack, back, at, sat, rat, land, map, cap, sat, tag, ham, ram, dam, ban, ran, aeroplane, astronaut, lamb, man, gas, has, hat, lab, ladder, lay, nap,
Lay. A big round of applause for this group, please. Good job. Now we go to A, E, I. Oh, I. The I that.
bit, lit,
Loudly, please.
bit, lit, sit, zit, knit,
interval, in, internet, mingle, twinkle, chili, brink, trip, singular, sting, bill, ring, silly, billy, hilly,
Chili. Chili wala chili.
Ink, intelligent, igloo, inkpot, it's the same ink, spirit, sting, wig, sit, milk, internet, intermittent, investigate, zip, sip, spin, sing, sink, till, lizard, spill, chicken, medical,
think, ring, pillow, interview, interact, till, trigger, lighting, fitting, mix, setting, mint, chill, chips, pin, India, mingle, single, ill, internet, international, finish, fill, intermission, kill, mill,
Which one is that? Hill. Okay, here.
kill, interact, interview, pillow, mojito, bring, wrinkle.
6.
Thin, ignore, intellectual, chick and chin.
T. T-E-A. Chai. Chick. Chick. Okay, chick. A round of applause for that group too, please. Oh, sorry. Ma'am, do we need to make a dictionary? There are... Yeah, absolutely. Good words. Yes, please.
Kit, intel, pit, invest, twinkle, trip, stink, ring, wig, chip, prick, pickle, sick, tick.
How come all the words are different? There's no overlapping. It's a group done together. Brilliant. Please, a round of applause for that group. Before we go to the next one, I had something to show you. This, I had a little thing for my... You know what are these, right? These are those wasted cutout pipes that I had at home, and we have just taped it. So what you're going to do is, by the time the words are being read, you're going to say all 5 vowel sounds in this. Put it on your ear, talk as if you're talking on the phone, and try to say all the sounds. After you use this phone, you will know why this is what it is. Let's start here. Okay, so we have done, now come to this.
sing, sticks, dig, fig, indigo, indica, fix, six, ink, India, king, pit, hit, sit, internet, imagine, indoor, beginning, inside, middle, insight, it, Italy.
Okay. Yes.
Italy, itch, hint, hinder, igloo, exit, mitten, bit, him, his, insane, if, fingers, insects, incense, sensitive.
Ink, iguana, beginning, middle, fit, sit, little, insects, sticks, indeed,
Sticks. Okay.
indeed, in spite.
Super. Round of applause for them too, please. You still have more? Oh, I'm sorry.
Picture,
Huh.
pitch,
Okay.
imagination, it's the
Imagine.
one, right? Then, yes.
Imagination. Okay. One very important thing that I have to tell you here is Put your hands up if you're confident with the sounds. At least the vowel sounds. If you're confident, you know all 5, put your hands up. When it is going to come home, or before that, I'm sorry, I don't know if before that you take a call, how confident you are. But are you willing to take this responsibility to give vocabulary to your children? Or are you going to wait for anybody else to give this? The list of words that each table has written, believe me, a 3-year-old can understand all of it. All of it. So don't restrict. They may not be able to read, but they may be able to use it in their language. So don't restrict passing the vocabulary. Do not, please do not simplify language for your kids. Do not simplify at any cost. If you're reading a book, if you're reading a story, मैं हिंदी में समझाऊं तो कभी इंग्लिश आएगा ही नहीं. नहीं, don't do that. Continue this level of vocabulary and you will see a drastic change. Believe me, the way they will accept is going to be amazing. They do it. Absolutely, absolutely. I'm also talking with my experience. It's tried and tested. They will use the words that you use. If you use simple language, they use simple. Okay, now we come. All done? Okay, have you all counted your words? Okay, one table had 150 words, 110 words. Anybody has more than 110 words? You have not passed the phone. Have all of you tried the phone? How is it? Okay. Just try to put it on the house and say sound. This is one thing that they love to play, children. It's a phone. Just say any sound. What will happen in this phone? The sound will be exaggerated in the ear. So the child will get a closer interaction with the sound, more clear. Any pronunciation, any words you want to practice, if you give them, and there is a perk of talking on the phone. So whatever, like you saw that when we were doing sound, some of them were parroting that. So it's not active learning, they're passively also all ears. Yes, now can we have those cards please? You are seated here, you're going to get a few cards, picture cards. You have to identify the word and you have to A-E-I-O-U. Which sound will it fall? Please place it accordingly on your... Yes ma'am, a handful of cards on all, so 8, 9 cards for each group. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tables are there, so we can have more than 10 cards for each. So please write A-E-I-O-U on your charts or in your book or anywhere and try to sort the words, the picture words according to the sound. Everyone should at least get 10 cards. The words are either 3-letter words or maximum 4 letters, not more. So you have to think of a word.
Run, jog, run, jog. Link. Mix. Smile. Eyes.
Rod, God. This can be fog. Blur. Fog.
For kids, it's very good.
It's
Sound.
yeah. Map.
10 seconds to go, man.
X.
10 seconds to go.
It's a map.
Super. Super. Brilliant. All correct around.
I think this looks like fog.
Yeah, it's a fog.
Or wait. Okay, then
Fog.
fog.
Fog. Cat. What do you think is this?
But this could be way as well.
You में आ है. A. It's a jig. Jig.
So yours.
Tub.
Hand. This is a lap. It's okay. You still have the same sound. Man. Man. One. And men. Many. Men. Man. Men. Pan. Say, repeat. Pan. Tell loudly. Pan. Pen. Dan. Den. Bag. Beg. Sad. Said. E. Subject? Okay. Yes, you have men. Beg. Okay. Beg.
Then zigzag.
So you have put it in? Okay.
Fine. Then pick.
Ink. Okay.
Fingers.
Okay.
Fingers.
10.
It's for
10.
10.
Yeah, like I said, no word is more than 3 or 4 letters. So they're short words.
Inspector.
It's a cop. It's a cop. Yeah.
I just realized when you told that it is only 3-letter word.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yes.
it can be an inspector.
Of course, of
You can
course.
go in.
It's a
Paul.
horse.
Paul. No. He is. Yeah. No, but the word is feeding. Fed.
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 Then fed. A.
Yeah. Fed. Eh.
Door. Open. Shut. Then
Shut.
Then must be very you.
Correct.
Run.
Jog. Or run, whatever.
Bus.
Yes. Duck.
Duck.
So which one? Yen. It's yen. And all of you have mastered the sounds. How many of you are feeling confident? In group. Now let's look individually. Quickly. Please take one and share. Write your name and pass the sheet. This is a proper school test. Roar. O. Boat. Goat. O-A. Roar. What up? It's a roar. R. R. It's not R. Roar. Are you listening? Roar. Try to speak the roar in that phone. So you will exactly know. Where's the phone? Okay, are you talking on the phone? No. Did you finish? Yeah. Ma'am, would you like to try the... I'll come and give.
Last 5 minutes for this test. On the first page, you have the beginning sound, middle sound, ending sound. The second picture in the second line is a good luck charm. Luck. Luck. It's written, so luck. Good luck charms there. Pot. And the one in the right bottom is, how is the man feeling? Mad. Looks angry. He's mad. He's mad. Okay, are we done? Yes, please, anybody who has any query, who needs to ask anything, then may I please request you to take your seats back with your paper. You can leave the charts, you can leave the pens, pencils, you can just take your handout if you wish to. And
take your worksheets and please go back to your You're hungry? You eat something? From here we are going to eat.
ma'am, we have 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes. 5 minutes? Okay. Yeah, picture cards we can collect it. Okay, lights off and we go to the next slide quickly, please, ma'am. Very important All of you are well versed with phonics now. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. Like you can see, these are the very important basic skills of phonics. Right now, you don't need them. You are just at the first letter sound wala category. You are just going to do the letter sounds for these years. Maybe you go to the next one. The second very important skill is blending. Blending means you blend in the mixture, blend. You get things together and make a sound. So when you put things together, let's quickly try. For example, if we put a
Ha and a here. And you have to slide down. Ha. You put an a. You put an a and a.
So when you can put the sounds together, when you can blend,
Cut, act, cut, act, rat, rat. Pa, ik, three sounds. Pa, ik, hey.
that's how the children understand that when sounds come close together, it makes a word. So how do you think is this blending going to help the children? Blending is going to help the children to read faster. When they know the sounds and when they can put the sounds together, they can read. You don't need to teach all spellings. You just need to empower them with sounds. They will start reading simple words. When they would also be able to read words like ha and hand, things like that. Then, sorry, anybody? Okay, the next one is segmenting. Just like you put things together, you cut them out. You separate them to stand individually. How many sounds in cat? What is the sound of cat? If I will ask the students, they'll say meow. Yeah, it's act, cat. Now, how will segmenting help? If there's a word, if I tell you to write pant, p and pant, so you know you have to write 4 words. Can you close your eyes and think of a hand? How many sounds? 4 sounds. Can you think of a word like zigzag? How many sounds? Close your eyes, just listen to individual sounds. You are blending. You are segmenting. And as you are segmenting, you are spelling correctly. Are you getting it? So when you blend, you can read. When you segment, you can spell. Am I clear? Letter formations are the way each letter is written. It's very important to focus on that because each letter is written in a particular way so that the child can write that easily. The importance of correct letter formation is the ease of writing. If they write ulta pulta, then they have to break. For example, if they are making a D, they make a K, they close, and then a line, so it will become O and L. That's not right. You make a key, K, up, down, and tail. So any letter formation, initially when suppose they are writing A, as in A, you make a K, close, down, and tail. Go slow with the letter formation, but make sure that they know correct letter formation at home. This usually goes a little missed. There are a lot of things important in the writing part. That's a little, I think for the nursery kids, you're already writing the grip, the pressure, the position. They should not sit anywhere and write. Make sure that they are at the table and their elbows are supported. That's how they must write. Tricky words. One thing that I have to tell you, tricky words, like the first activity that we did is you close your eyes, you see McDonald's, you see Sharp Publicity, Coca-Cola, whatever. Sight word. Reading by sight. There are a lot of words. Sight word का usual ये है कि जो phonics rule follow नहीं करता वो sight word है. ऐसा ज़रूरी नहीं है. If for example right now you have a 3-year-old and you are teaching them to read a word called that. It's a sight word right now, but आगे जाके it has a rule. So not necessarily that sight words don't have rules, they have rules. Sight word will improve reading. They'll be able to read faster. So if you read sight words to them, if you teach sight words to them, they will read faster. For example, the or I or am. If these are the high frequency words, they'll come right now. I am a whatever. Anything that with sight word, they will start reading early and faster. How you can do sight words at home, whatever you are doing generally, one very important thing I'd like to tell you is label everything at home. Table, chair, door, cupboard, drawer, wall, fan, sight. They will start reading. Every time they see the wall, W-A-L-L. So when शायद grade 1 या grade 2 में जब भी wall आएगा, it's there in the memory already. Give them text. This is a very, whatever they have, their table, their study table, their chair, the PC, their iPad, as much as you label at your home, it will be if your family allows, or you can maybe label it at home, or you can give them things like maybe throw the ball at the wall, the word wall. So each time the child, just like you remember McDonald's even in Urdu, because of the color or the format, the way it is written, they will start reading. Yes, what can you do at home? I think this is read. Reading is as important as brushing. If you are not reading till now, read in any language, Hindi, Gujarati, Marathi, Urdu, English, whatever is comfortable to you, read to your child every day. Play, like the kind of games that I'm telling, throw the ball, catch the ball, listen to the sound. Phonics ka prerequisite is the sound attention. Shh, did you hear? I could hear something out of the window. What was that? Just making their ears alert. Train the ears. Very important for them to accept sounds. Rhymes, songs and stories, you don't know the benefits of these. Believe me, language will boost. Rhymes, rhythms help in calculation, they help in recalling, they help in memorizing, they help in musical development, a lot of benefits, and language is quite obvious. Play the chopping game, the blending game. For example, if I tell you, make a pat to a pit, what will you do? You remove the ah and you add the ih. They are blending, they are segmenting, they are analyzing. Lot of brain work is happening here. Rather than just giving them a word to read, do things like this. Encourage, motivate, and more importantly, be patient and love your child. And I think that's all for now. I had a very good time with you. You have been a great audience. And I hope you're taking something from here. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It takes a big heart to shape little minds. I hope this workshop has given you all a broader vision of teaching your child English language. Now, to express our love for our country, we shall all rise up for the national anthem. Can we have the national anthem, please?
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधितरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Very good afternoon, everyone. We are running late, and I'm sure you all are hungry, so I won't take much of your time. It gives me immense pleasure to deliver this vote of thanks to the management who, at every step of the planning of this workshop, had been with us with their valuable guidance. And more than that, my sincere and heartfelt thanks to Ms. Kapadia for the wonderful time that she spared with for us. Not only time, for the expertise that she gave us, and I'm sure the tips and the content that she covered is going to make learning English a very fun-filled experience for our children. Let's not make English a pressure kind of a thing for the child, because for most of our homes, English is not the first language. Most of us speak in our own mother tongues at home. Even if in school I talk 8 hours in English, I'll go back home and talk to my son in Gujarati, because that makes us comfortable. But yes, English is mandatory, as ma'am said. And thank you so much for being here, for giving us those tips, for making it fun-filled experience for children. And for all your parents, all of you who are here today, can you please clap louder for yourself? Because your being here proves that you want to be active partners in the learning journey of your child. It's not only school's job. You take up that responsibility that yes, we would like to participate in what my child learns. So please clap, the loudest that you can for your own self. So thank you everyone for being here. Have a great weekend ahead. But we don't let you go from the auditorium. We have something very special planned in this section. So with this we come to the end of the auditorium program. But please exit from my right and move to the section for the exhibition. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend ahead.